Hello, Mama. Let's take a second to just breathe together. You're standing right on the edge of these last few months of pregnancy now, and I want to ask, how are you actually doing? Maybe you're looking at the calendar and realizing the home stretch feels more like a long marathon. Between the backaches, catching your breath a bit more often, and that quiet worry about whether you're ready for everything ahead, it's natural to feel a bit weighed down, both physically and emotionally. If you're wondering where you'll find the energy for these next few months, I have something solid for you today. We're looking at a steady promise from God. He will sustain you. In this season where your body doesn't quite feel like yours anymore, this isn't just a nice thought, it's the ground you're standing on. This isn't just an empty, hang in there sentiment. This promise is built on two powerful passages: Isaiah 46 verse 4 and Psalm 55 verse 22. In Isaiah, God talks about a faithfulness that lasts a lifetime. He reminds his people that he isn't like an idol they have to lug around. He is the one who carries them. In the Psalms, we see David, who definitely knew what it felt like to be overwhelmed, declaring that when we cast our burdens on the Lord, He sustains us. For you, in the middle of work and baby prep and the physical shifts of this trimester, these verses mean the Creator of the universe is personally committed to holding you up. Let's hear this promise directly from the Word. Listen to these words as if they're spoken specifically to you today. Even to your old age and grey hairs, I am He who will sustain you. I have made you, and I will carry you. I will sustain you, and I will rescue you. And from Psalm 55, verse 22, cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. What does it actually mean to be sustained? In its original context, it means to be nourished, protected, and literally propped up so you don't collapse. It shows us that God acts as a carrier. He doesn't just hand you a map for these final weeks and say, "Good luck, see you at the birth." He puts His own strength under your burden. I'm reminded of the poet, Annie Johnson Flint, who spent much of her life in a state of physical brokenness and deep fatigue. In her weariness, she penned the famous words, "He giveth more grace as the burdens grow greater, when we have exhausted our store of endurance, when our strength has failed, ere the day is half done. Our Father's full giving is only begun." When you hit that wall of exhaustion in these final weeks, when your store of endurance feels completely empty, remember this. God's sustaining power doesn't kick in after you've done your best. It is there because you have nothing left. You don't have to keep this all together. You simply have to let Him hold you. The promise to sustain you means that when your own battery is at zero, His grace is just getting started. I know when your back is aching, or you're awake at 3 a.m. in the morning, because there's no comfortable way to lie down, it's hard to feel sustained. You might wonder, if God is sustaining me, why am I so exhausted? Dear one, God isn't blind to your physical reality. Being sustained doesn't always mean the discomfort disappears. It means your spirit is given an endurance that doesn't come from you. He knows how you're built. He knows you're tired. He isn't disappointed by your fatigue. He invites you to lean on Him because of it. Let's try something practical. Wherever you are, if it's possible, place one hand on your lower back where the tension is, and one hand on your belly where that little one is growing. As you feel the weight of this season, repeat this quietly to yourself. Lord, you promised to carry me, so I'm letting you take the weight today. Take one specific ache or one worry about the coming weeks and consciously hand it over to Him. The takeaway for your week is this: you can move into this final trimester with confidence, not dread. Not because you have a sudden burst of energy, but because God has pledged to be your personal support system. When the to-do list feels overwhelming, remember, He is the one making sure you reach the finish line. This promise of being carried is exactly what we need for this stretch. Let's talk to God about it now. Father, thank you. Thank you that you aren't just watching us from a distance, but that you carry us from the very beginning to the very end. We're so grateful for the promise that you will sustain us, nourishing us and holding us up when we're out of strength. Lord, I pray for this beloved one listening right now. As she navigates the start of this final trimester, give her the faith to know you are holding her fast. We hand over the physical pain, the worries about birth, and the daily fatigue. Lord, help your daughter to rest in this promise, especially when she feels physically spent or overwhelmed by the changes in her body. We trust you with this baby's health and the strength of this expectant mother. We believe that you, the one who started this good work, will carry it and her all the way to the finish. In Jesus' name, Amen. Rest in this truth, beloved one. You will be sustained. The God who is forming that baby is the same God upholding your every step. May you feel His strength carrying you and your baby through this final, beautiful season. You aren't alone in this. If this encouraged you today, please like this video and subscribe for more. And I'd love to hear in the comments, how have you seen God sustain you this week? We're walking this path with you. Blessings to you and your baby today.